just flew in today, especially for you. We love it here on Disney Cruise Line. I know you will too. Please welcome to the stage the comedy and ventriloquism of Lynn Trefzger.
Great crowd. My name is Lynn, and before I start, I want to explain something, because what I do is something a little different. I'm a ventriloquist. And I know a lot of kids, do you guys know what a ventriloquist is? Yeah! You do? What's a ventriloquist? No. Wow, someone who can really bring a puppet to life without moving his lips. That's a great description. For those of you who still don't know, I did bring along a couple of my friends. You call them puppets, call them dummies. My husband's at home, but right now, he won't hear that joke. Right now, I'd like to introduce to you one of my closest friends. I've brought a few of them out tonight, and right now I'd like to introduce you one of my good friends. His name is Camelot. So if we give a big hand for Camelot, I'll bring him right up. This is Camelot. You look straight ahead, 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 look. Oh, yeah, people, that's right, just tell them, hey, just tell them what you are, Camelot. What's your name? Just tell them what, hey, tell them what's your name, Camelot? Do you speak English? Tell him like he doesn't know you're talking to him. I think he answered you. What's your name? Tony. It's not that difficult, is it, Tony? It's Tony. Hi, Tony. Tell him, hey, kid, what's your name? It's okay, you can talk to the puppet. Tony did. And he's a grown-up. What's your name? Hi, Daniel. That's Daniel. I know, that's Tony. Good, tell them what you are. Drunk. No. Tell them what you are. You are gassy. You are what? You are animal, right? You're an animal. What kind of an animal? Gopher. You're not a gopher. Cool. You're not a cow. Moo. You're not a cow. Tony, believe me, you're not a cow. Moo. You're not. Moo. Moo. You're not a cow. What am I? You're a camel. No. You are a camel. How do you know? Because you have a hump. You have a hump right back here. Ooh, show everyone your hump. Show everyone your hump. Ooh, there. Now tell them what keeping your hump. Gatorade.
You're here. Yes.
Okay. Hold on. We figured it out.
It's better.
So we're gonna.
Oh, you did?
We're gonna blame my son Luke. Yeah, I had to go on a different bandwidth because he's on the Xbox.
Oh. Well, that's fine. At least we figured it out. That's great. No, that's cool though. I'll re-upload this, and we've got some people from the live, and so that's good. And I was doing everything in my power to entertain. So thank you to entertain our audience before you got here. So thank you for being quick and here, because that was embarrassing. No, it wasn't. Just sit there. Okay. All right. Anyway, why don't we can kind of just because we kind of have to like make up for the other interview. So your introduction to event. You started at a young age. You did every possible type of show, Cub Scout events, birthday parties, this and that. When were you discovered by Disney? Was that later on? And did you do corporate work that then they found you from that, or how did that work?
Let's see. It started when I did shows all through high school, or grade school, high school. When I was in college, I went through my first year. And that's where my agents, who I still have, DCA Productions, Dan and Jerry Abrahamson. So they were looking for an event for their roster, and they came to one of the ventriloquist conventions. They saw myself, wow. They saw Jeff Dunham, and they asked if we'd be interested in working in the college market. And then and they were also getting into the cruise line industry. So I was 19, it's your age.
Oh,
and
cool.
I'm like, I was putting myself through school, so I'm thinking, college or cruise ship.
Yeah, or doing something fun, yeah.
So I decided I was going to take a year off of school. I think I was going into my sophomore. I did my sophomore year, so then I was going to take a year off, save some money, and then go back to school. And so when I started working in the college market and working the cruise ships, I never went back. You know,
Wow.
but I was able to see the world, and I was able to travel, and did every college, you know, imaginable. I think that's
Hmm.
where I learned a lot, is doing the college market
Okay.
and the clubs. I was doing college clubs at the age of 19,
Wow.
20.
Yeah.
So imagine going to, because that's when this was in the early 90s. So imagine, you know, being not only am I a comedian, but I'm a
Hmm.
girl
Yeah.
with puppets in a comedy
Hmm.
club. So it really
Wow.
honed my craft. I think it really,
Hmm.
you know, and I think being younger, I think I didn't have as much fear as I probably would now. So,
Huh.
so I developed a lot. Work in the college market, working the comedy clubs, working the cruise ships. I started working on ships, and then I started. Let me see. So I was working a lot of cruise lines my younger years, and then Disney. Let me think. That was about 16 years ago. I did Star Search, and it was in Orlando,
Okay.
and there was a contact that was there at the when I did Star Search in Orlando, and he saw me, and I was asked to work on the ship. So,
Wow.
and they're my family, and I see you
Yeah.
have them in the background. So I'm like,
Yes, I do. For your
yeah.
interview.
So
Yeah.
I love. Yeah, I love being on the ships. I mean, and Disney's been amazing because it's such a they're all about entertainment. So it's you know, there are a lot of rules and regulations to follow, and they have a certain way of doing things, and
Hmm.
um, it's been, I mean, and I've learned a lot as a performer working for that cruise line. You know,
Wow.
so yeah, I've done a lot. I've done everything. You know,
What was that?
that's
What was
my
that like
that's
going
my
into? Sorry,
what was it like going into what?
going into the doing cruise ships for the first time. I mean, were you intimidated, or did you feel prepared? I mean, was it because you had
Oh,
had that
on
crowd work
Disney.
and? Uh huh.
Um, well, I remember working, because if you ever see some of the Disney production shows, they're
Hmm.
absolutely amazing.
Yes.
So so when you're sharing the stage with like these just amazing production shows and the characters, and I
Hmm.
still is I've been with them for what, 16 years, and every time I get on that ship, I still get like, I love my job. I love my job. I love the people that work there. I love the
Hmm.
people who vacation, who are there. I love the audience. It's, you know, the family audience. I love that audience. We also do an adult show.
Hmm.
You know, on Disney, it's adult humor, but you know, it's Disney dirty, they call it. So it's not, you know,
Yeah.
there's an edge, but Disney is such a respectable company to
Hmm.
work for, and I couldn't be, you know, happier. But that's also what's made me, I think, a better entertainer.
Hmm.
You know, being
Yeah.
able to perform clean, perform for all ages. So you're not doing
Hmm.
kid, you know, everybody thinks, oh, Disney, you're doing kid shows now. You're doing
No. No.
from, you know, infant all the way up to 90s. So you have a huge age range that you have to entertain, you know,
Hmm.
and it's not easy for a lot of people, you know. Some people
Yeah.
can entertain just children, and some people can entertain just adults, but to try to do, you know, so I think I've developed a lot,
Sure.
you know, that way.
Yeah.
Even the teenagers, we got to entertain the teenagers. So,
Yeah.
so
That seems like.
I hope that, you know, my act, I hope there's a character for each age group. Like Chloe is my favorite, but Chloe can be, you know, the kids understand her because she's silly enough. The
Hmm.
adults understand her because, you know, she's a kid and she does what kids do, you know, and
Right.
only, you know, adults get some of her. So
Hmm.
that's why she's my favorite.
Well, she's phenomenal.
But
She's my favorite character of yours, right next to Camelot. We have a comment here from Ken Dum. He said, "Do you enjoy doing crowd work or sticking to your scripts?"
Do I what?
Enjoy doing
Can you
crowd
repeat
work.
that?
Do you enjoy doing crowd work, or do you typically stick to your script?
Stick to the script. I love um I love living. I love feeding off of an audience. That sparks my creativity because you never know what they're gonna say. And some days you have those shows you're like, yes, that was a good one, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then others you're just like, I just couldn't and I couldn't think of it until I get back to the room. I'm like, I should have done that one, you know. So I
Right.
love doing crowd work. I love bringing the audience up. And I've been doing my I call it my 3 people routine, my
Mm-hmm.
dummy routine.
Yes.
I've been doing that since I was 14.
Wow.
It's kind of changed over the years, kind of, but it
Yeah.
still follows the favorite color. I like orange, that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I because it's all different,
Yeah.
because I bring different people up.
Yeah, it is, and it's
and you can play off of it.
sure. It's unlike
So
anything that any other event has
I love doing
done. Yeah.
crowd. If they're a good crowd, sometimes you don't get much.
Yeah. Sometimes there's things that are out of your control. We have a question here from Terry Hay, and they are asking, are you on the ship for the whole cruise or just the nights you're performing? And I assume that it differs depending on what they need you for, right? Or do you have is it specific?
It depends on the cruise lines. I work other cruise lines as well. Mostly I've been with Disney, but
Mm-hmm.
I would go on mid cruise, so I would fly out to say Jamaica or Grand Cayman, or I would fly out mid cruise, and then out like on a Wednesday. And these guests have been on since Saturday. I would get on the ship Wednesday, and I do the end of one cruise, and then all those guests get off, but I stay on for the beginning half of another cruise. So
Oh, okay.
in a matter of weeks, I probably work about 4 or 5 nights
Mm-hmm.
out of those, you know.
Yeah.
So I'll do the end of one cruise, beginning of another, or sometimes I'll get on a Wednesday and be home on Saturday. It's anywhere from 4 days to a week for me. There are a lot of entertainers who do stay on. I know other cruise lines. When I first started working for Norwegian Cruise Line or Holland America,
Mm-hmm.
you're on for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a couple months. So that's why Disney was always great, because it's just 1 week at a time, and then I was able to do the ship and then be home with my family, do some laundry, say hi, I'm mom, go back again.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That must be a crazy shift though, going from entertaining crowds of hundreds to folding your kids' laundry and telling them to, get their chores done and all that stuff.
oh yeah, performing and getting standing ovations, then you're coming home, you're like folding underwear. I'm not a star. A star. Changing
Yeah.
diapers, wiping butts. It's like, okay, I'm ready to get back now.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
no, it's been great. And, and it's not like I walk around at home with my puppets either. The only
No.
time that I would bring them out is
Mm-hmm.
them to sell for their picture. Like if we're taking a Christmas picture when they were little, that's
Yeah.
the only time I would bring my puppets out to make them
Oh,
laugh
cool.
for our Christmas
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah. I love that.
But a lot of Chloe's are little quotes from my kids.
Yeah. That's
Um,
that's really really phenomenal. What is one of your favorite show memories and one of your craziest show memories?
oh, favorite show memory? Oh man, you're going like 40 plus years. Um, favorite show
It can be a
memories.
favorite if you have many. I assume you have many.
I have many favorite. I have some I had one that this isn't a favorite, but when you're saying like craziest, I had to do a
Mm-hmm.
show. It was booked. It was a college show, and it was on Halloween. So I did
Okay.
the show on Halloween. I'm thinking in Pennsylvania at a college. So I'm thinking, it's a Halloween party. I don't know why they went to ventriloquist. Maybe because it's creepy. So I get to the school. I had to be there by 8 o'clock. I got to the school at 8, and I'm waiting in the student center, and nobody showed. It was really quiet. Nobody shows up. I'm waiting, and then this girl comes over. She's all out of breath. She's like, "Hi." She goes, "Okay, let me show you where you're gonna be." So she takes me to this room. She goes, "This is where you're gonna be. Here's your microphone. Here's your check. I gotta get dressed. I gotta go to a Halloween party." I'm like, "Okay." So I'm in this room. They had a microphone up. Now it's like 9 o'clock, and like, okay, well, nobody's here. It's an empty student center. I'm like, all right, nobody's here. I don't know. Maybe I got this messed up. And waited till I had the check. I set up my stuff. I had the check. I'm going, should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? Should I? I'll wait. 9:15 there. 9:30. I'm starting to pack up, and then 4 kids walk in and go, something going on in here. Like, crap. So I did a show
like,
for
not
4
anymore.
people because I felt guilty. I had my check. I'm like, I gotta do it. So and it was actually kind of fun, pretty much a one-on-one. But yeah, I did a half-hour show for 4 people.
You do your human dummy routine, and you have one person in the audience watching.
I did exactly. That's exactly what I did.
Did you really? That's hilarious. That's awesome.
I used everybody as my volunteers.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting, but it was fun. Yeah, so that was a fun one. I've had drunk people on stage. I've had little kids wetting their pants on stage. You get all kinds of things over the years.
Well, Ken has all these great questions. He's asking, when you first started with Disney, did you have to vet your material through them to get it approved?
Oh, good question. Yes, you actually do. A lot of now what their protocol is like when you do have to get a lot of things approved beforehand. Any new act that they bring on, they do want to see you and approve you. It's nerve-wracking for new performers because you can be up there doing your show and you see all the entertainment staff dressed in white standing in the back, and they're standing there watching like this, and then they have they'll have a meeting the next day because they will go through if there's anything that's they're very helpful too. They're like, this is our product, and this is we're Disney. This is the type of material that we deem appropriate. That's not appropriate. Maybe you could do it this way. They do give suggestions. So it's intimidating, but I don't know. I think I've been with them for so long. You kind of know what would work, and it's kind of common sense. What would work? If you're not sure of it in your head, then you don't do it, and you get things cleared before.
Wow. So when they saw you, when they saw you perform, they hired you, and then they would hire you to start when you had started the cruises. They hired you, and then they watched your show, and then they determined if they wanted you to do more shows with them. Is that how it worked?
Yeah, well, I was with the first time I started 16 years ago. They only had a few. They didn't have as many variety entertainers as they do now. They only had the 2 ships. Then, so when I came out and did my show, and they loved the volunteer pieces, and they loved bringing audience members up. Chloe was brand new, so she was being developed. So they liked that concept. I have a bear that I got while I was because I needed something else. So my bear is actually a great fit for the kids. I bring kids up and but that takes time to develop. That took a lot of time to develop, and I had to do it on until that character developed. So now when they bring an act on, they do the video. They see you live. Sometimes they have people that go live on land.
Okay.
And then when you do perform, they'll let you know. They definitely will let you know. but they
Wow.
do say, well, maybe not at this time, but this is what we're looking for, and we'll try you back in a couple months, or we'll try, work on this, and then when you're ready, so it's a process.
Yeah,
It's a huge
that's
process.
intimidating.
You're never. Hmm.
Oh, I was just saying that
Yeah.
sounds intimidating. Yeah.
So it can be, but they're just they're so wonderful, to work for, and they're very good people. But it's just that's company, and that's
Right.
that's their protocol.
That's their
They have
brand. They want to
this
keep it
whole list
consistent.
of things, do's and don'ts, and you're representing the company, as a performer, and
Sure.
because when people cruise, they expect that family entertainment,
Yeah.
So
Phenomenal.
that's fun.
Phenomenal. Well, you have had a big presence in the Vent Haven convention. Can you talk about a little bit about that and what your role is there?
My role in Vent Haven?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I've been going to the convention since I was 12. I think that was my first convention.
Mm-hmm.
And the conventions, and they've been very inspirational from the start. I learned so many things from so many people, made great friends. And gosh, how many years ago? I'm currently on the board of advisors for the Vent Haven Museum. We are all excited because we're working on fundraising to build the Vent Haven Museum.
Yes.
This beautiful building. So you can go and make donations.
Mm-hmm.
You can make donations because we want to raise. We need to raise the money. We have actually, we just had a meeting about it today. So Dale Brown will do a match donation up to $30,000. So if you can get on there and make a donation, he will match it. Yeah. So it's going to be an amazing thing for our community.
Yeah.
So
phenomenal.
Yeah. But I miss everybody. What were we supposed to be doing right now?
I don't know. We were looking for the convention schedule earlier, but I'm sure probably like a Friday night show or something.
I don't know. It's 9:30. Yeah, there's probably a show going on right now.
Yeah.
Missing everybody.
Yeah.
So I have somebody. So I have Chloe. Want to see Chloe?
Yes, bring her out and I'll make you full screen. And
where?
There you go.
This is wait, hold on. Here I am. Why am I over here? Is this like backwards?
It is.
Hi.
Hello, Chloe. How are you?
This is way past my bedtime. It is way past my bedtime. What are we doing? There's Landon. Where's Landon?
Oh, I'm right here. Hi. It's trying to give you more screen for both of you guys, but.
I lost Landon. I know. Hi, Landon. That's my boyfriend.
Now, hi, Chloe. Now, you also run a Junior Vent University, which is a great thing. Can you talk a little bit about that? Yes. And Chloe makes appearances there.
I teach a class, and I'm only 3. That's right. I'm 3 years old, and I teach a class. Right. Well, we do Junior Vent University, which would have been happening today. Yeah, it would have been happening today at the convention with Al Getler or Gary Owen. I've done it with. But we have a great time. We teach all the kids how to do ventriloquism. I still don't know how to do it. No, you don't. No, because there we are. Because I'm a puppet. You're a puppet. So I still don't know how to do it. You don't know how to do it. I try. Well, you do try. I know I had all this time at home and I haven't done anything. I know. Nothing.
How has quarantine been for you, Chloe?
My daddy's working from home. He is. Now I know why he likes to go to the office every day. I know. He misses the office. He does.
You'll have a.
What are we doing? We're having an interview. We're interviewing? Yeah, we're interviewing. I'm kind of out there here. Hi, everybody! There, how's that?
And she's got.
Okay,
sorry.
you gotta back up so I can get in the screen. Okay.
So what has Chloe been up
Is
to
that
during
okay?
quarantine?
Well, I've been so busy. I've been doing online classes. You have? I've been learning my ABCs, and I have to color. That's a lot of work online. It is online. And what are we doing? No, my family just let the dog in. Oh, isn't I gonna see the dog? No, she's down there. Okay. Yeah, so I've been very busy. You have been very busy. Doing not much. What have you been doing? I've been not writing. No, I haven't been writing. You should do more writing. You're leaving it up to me, and I can't write. I know. No, I've been doing a lot of like home projects. Yeah.
DIY around the house.
A lot of things around the house. I painted the basement. I'm redoing furniture.
Oh, wow.
I'm doing a lot of craft things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you writing? A little bit. A little bit, yeah. She thinks it's my job. I can't write everything by myself. I really can. Because I can't write. I know. Look at these things.
Oh, yeah.
How do I hold a brain?
All your scripts are in red crayon.
Yeah, they're all written in crayon. Hey, maybe Landon can make another Chloe. You want another Chloe? I know, we need a new Chloe. Well,
I would love to build you another one.
Can you make me look like this?
I can make you look exactly like that.
She's a panda becker.
Yes, I'm familiar with the style.
They don't make them.
Yeah.
Look. Wait, I got no underpants on. I'm sorry. You can't do that. I'm sorry. So, Landon.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm just watching. I'm watching. Okay, well, you have some Band-Aids on your leg. Do you still have those? I saw them in a video. Is that?
What am I? You still have your Band-Aids on your arms. I'm a puppet. What do you expect? What, am I supposed to change it? Well, you can. I guess so. Kind of, maybe a little stinky. You're okay. Oh, it feels good to be out of the trunk. It does.
What I love about this character is that you bring her to life, and it's so I mean, she's got a very cute and Muppety feel to her, so she's like the audience can resonate, and the material is just hilarious, and it's a lot of it. I mean, you've got the jokes, but then a lot of it is situational and character based, and it's driven by that, and that's what why you're such an inspiration to me. It's because of the way that you configure your scripts.
Well, I mean, obviously she's not scripted. I don't know what I'm doing. No, she's not scripted. And it's funny because anytime I do an interview with this one, I'm just like, I don't know what's gonna happen. So
Yeah.
just go with it.
Yeah.
I mean, she'll say, "I'm bored." Yeah, she'll sit there and go, "I am so bored." Can I get ice cream now? No. Okay. This is way past my bedtime. Yeah. So she's your typical 4-year-old kind of around. I don't think I've ever been in this room. No, probably not. No, I stay in a trunk. I know, in the garage. But no, not now. No, I've been inside. Yeah. No, this has been fun. It's been fun. It's been fun.
This is great, Len. You'll have 45
No,
minutes just with Chloe on what she's been up to during the pandemic. It's like Chloe's quarantine or quarantine Chloe.
Quarantine Chloe. Yeah. Did I get it? I'm sorry. Was that like uncalled for? That's not right. I'm not supposed to do that. No, you're not. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I guess I need a nap.
So have you?
No, you do too, because you need a break.
I'm curious, Len.
What?
Have you done a lot of ventriloquism since your last show, or have they mostly just been packed away? And is it weird to get them back out again? And it's like seeing old colleagues.
You know what? Well, like I said, so my whole case, everything was on the ship for a month, like a month and a half, and expecting I would go back. And no, I was on the cruise ship all by myself. Yeah, no parental guidance. That's right.
Oh wow, it's a lot of free soda.
No, I mean, lots of free soda, lots of ice cream.
Just pull the nozzle.
So, I got the slim. Yeah, I went slimming. That's great. Lots of slimming. Yeah. And I know there's no running at the pool. That's right. Mommy says, Chloe, no running at the pool, Chloe. No running at the pool. Honey, she wants you to be safe. No, because Mommy said she doesn't want to chase after me when she's wearing her bathing suit. Yeah, good. Yeah. A little jiggly. Yeah. And my daddy during COVID, the whole quarantine, he grew a beard. He did. Yeah, my daddy has a scratchy beard. I know. Feels like Mommy's legs. Okay, so here's something. That joke was my son Kyle. My son Kyle, when he was about 4 years old, sitting on the couch next to me and goes, Mom, your legs feel like Daddy's beard. You know, he's going, hey. I'm going, hey.
Yeah. Wow, that's really funny. And you just change it. You give it to the character, and the way she says it is even funnier.
Yeah. So, Mike, has your mommy been cooking since she's home a lot? Well, my mommy, yeah. So, I don't know. Sometimes I like when my mommy cooks, but I really like when my daddy cooks. What does Daddy make? McDonald's. He's a good cook. He's a good cook. McDonald's.
Silly. We have a comment from Silly Sparkles. She said, "I think I found my new favorite ventriloquist."
She what?
She said, I found my new favorite ventriloquist. I'm talking about you.
Oh, it's Landon! I know, isn't he cute?
No, they're talking about your ventriloquist, Chloe.
A ventriloquist. I'm just a puppet.
Yeah.
What you do? You just stand there, say nothing. I'm the ventriloquist. Oh, I guess maybe you should practice more. Well, I'm trying. You need to practice. I do need to practice. I miss everybody from the convention. You do. I do. I miss everybody. I wish maybe next year. Next year? Yeah. How old will I be next year? Next year you're gonna be 3. You'll be 3. Because I'm always 3.
3 for like the 20th time in a row.
I know. I'm always 3. That's a really good age. That's right. Too old for diapers and still in a car seat. Yeah. It's fun. Yeah. So we been working on I have my new puppet. Well, I brought him out last year.
Yes.
So still looking at that one.
Talk about that.
One. What is
Talk
it?
about it.
Talk about it. Go on, talk about it. So a couple of years ago I came up with this idea and I'm like, this is actually really kind of funny. So my new character is a mime. A mime. A mime. They don't
Yeah.
Last year, about this, Marianne and Melissa Taylor made me the greatest looking mime. So he's still new, but I need to work him with. His name's Marcel Marsoso,
Oh,
and
really? Okay.
but I yeah. So I need to work because I'm using rods, and I don't use rods that much. So
Uh-huh.
been Dan Horn gave me some rods. So I've been trying to practice with these rods, because he's
I love
a
that. I love
great
that name
right
for him. That's
now.
hilarious.
Yeah, so when I bring out a new character, it's only out for a few seconds until I, come up with a routine for it. So
Right.
I literally bring him out, and he looks around, and then people get it. They're going, "Oh wait, ventriloquist of the mime," you know. And
Yeah.
then I put him back down, and I go, "Oh look, a mime in a box." So that's what I've got. That's what I've got so far. So
Like,
we're working on that.
yeah.
But I could have a routine for an act for a new character for a little while, and I would still be nervous about bringing it out. So I'd sit on it for a while,
Yeah.
as in like months, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's just way above my head. Yeah.
I had this is really ironic because a few years ago I had before I was a puppet builder I had my friend Langston Hatch reach out to me and he was trying to build puppets for people to get his name out there, just kind of to build some stuff to put in on his resume, and I told him I wanted a mime, and then Dan Horn told me to name
Oh,
it Marcel So because he's so of a mime.
are you
So
see?
yeah, but
I had no
and
idea.
I'm actually
Great
it's really funny because I'm rebuilding him right now. But I've seen your mime, and your mime's beautiful. And my mime is from Paris, Texas. He's a failed mime, and he's this little chubby
from
goofball. So
Paris.
yeah, from Paris, Texas,
Cool.
and that's why I can't get a lot of work.
But here's the thing: it's like you think you come up with this like amazing, great idea, and then you find out
Hmm.
like, oh, there's one that already exists, or oh, they already have that. So
But
in our line of
that's the
work, it's really
interesting. Like, you know how many old man puppets there are out there, and they're all. I mean, a lot of
yeah,
them are the same, but some of them are very different. And it's
different.
just the way you write it and the way it looks. It's a total. I have a weird
And the way,
thing for when
yeah,
I write for all my puppets. I feel like it's funny to have them like be like failed at something. So like I've got a zombie and he's
what?
like just like this whiny zombie, and he complains about being a
Uh,
zombie in today's world. You have to ask people for consent before you eat their brain,
uh,
all that stuff. Um, his name's Bill, but
yeah,
yeah,
Bill the zombie.
all that. Yeah, Bill the zombie. Yeah, yeah. So. It's a
Ah,
it's a lot of fun. I like
uh,
toying around with
well,
stuff that
I mean,
has it.
but that's the whole thing, with coming up with a new character is
Yeah,
you look at it
that
and work with it,
experimentation.
and you have totally the opposite.
Hmm.
I don't know about your mind, but eventually I want my mind to speak, you know,
Hmm.
and speak in French. But I don't speak French now. I don't speak French, but you know how that thing works.
That's hilarious because I've
So
been
we don't know. He's still a work in
that's so
progress.
funny.
What you
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see
mentioned?
our bits evolve because they'll be so different. That it'll be really funny. I've been toying around with it so much, thinking like I try to guess what he's doing on stage, like it's charades, and it makes him upset, and then he like gets all like mad at me, and now he can never talk to a therapist, and
Oh
he's
my
got all
gosh.
these personal issues.
Oh, see now we're thinking alike because that's the same thing, and I'm thinking with my mind. So he's like trying to do stuff, and like I'm trying to say, "Oh, you're doing this," and he's getting mad at me. So yeah, same thing.
Oh, that's
So we
funny.
should break for each other.
Yeah, there you go. Compare notes. That's fun. I love that. That's great. Wow.
I wish I would have material. New material. I want new material.
That's funny. Oh my gosh.
I'm unemployed. I'm
Get over.
free. That means I need an allowance. I know. I know. Yeah. So we'll see how things are. When we go back
Yeah.
to work. Uh,
What do you think the future
rules will be different.
of that's going to be like? I mean, do you have any? any ideas on what cruise ships are going to be, or even like the on land type shows?
Well, obviously it's going to be different. It's what we're not used to and what we're, not comfortable with because
Right.
So for right now, what I hear is like on the ships, they're going to do more shows,
Yes.
but less amount of time. So that
Oh,
means
wow.
that, instead of doing the 2 theater, you'll probably do the smaller venue and do like maybe 3 or 4 shows. And instead of doing a 45-minute show, do a half-hour show. That's kind of what I'm hearing. I'm not sure about volunteer pieces,
Right.
as far as Disney goes, as far as like bringing people up. However, there is a show that I'm supposed to be doing. A resort. It's like a family resort.
Oh, neat.
So what they're doing, they're bringing their shows back, and but they're doing 2 shows, half capacity. You separated by family, so they have to be, each family has to be 6 feet apart. Everybody has to wear a mask. And in comedy, when you're performing, you want everybody to be close together and right in front. So they're going to be separating them. And then apparently, I think when you bring somebody up, I have to put a mask on, which will be awesome, because then you can move your lips like crazy. That's right, So, so I have to put a mask on. Do I have to put a mask on? No, you don't. I don't know. You don't, but I do. Okay, but will I talk muffled? I have no idea what you're gonna do. I don't know either. Yeah. So I guess somebody up, I have to put a mask on. I think, and my volunteers have to be 6 feet apart. So
I'll be like running all across the stage, going back and forth. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So who knows how we'll do it, but yeah. Do I have to wear a mask? Well, no. Can I? Well, yeah, if you want to. Okay. I want to wear a Godzilla mask. You can do whatever you want.
It'll have a bunch of it'll be Godzilla, but have a bunch of those little band-aids that she has on her legs on stickers and stuff.
I
That's
know,
funny.
I just put band-aids on. Oh, look, I didn't know my leg could go up this high. It can. Oh.
Oh, man.
You do.
Well, this has been fantastic.
It is 90. Look, right there. Lynn Trefzger. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Close.
That's an extreme close-up.
Are we
Oh, man.
live? Yes, you're live. Yes. Not like Landon's never talked to a puppet before. I know. So,
this is weird though. It's a different level.
Is it weird? Are you weird?
It's unusual because I'm usually more comfortable talking to the puppets I work with.
No, you go away. No. Okay, Landon, my turn now. I want to talk to him now. Are you married? Stop. You want to get married? I get married. You stay away. You stay right there. Okay. I'm gonna talk to him.
What do you want? What type of ring do you want, Chloe? Do you want a ring pop?
I want a ring pop. Yes.
Oh man. Okay. Well, Chloe. Chloe, I have this question is for you and for Len. What do you hope to see from the future of ventriloquism and from future ventriloquists?
What is the future of ventriloquism and the future? That's a hard question. Well, I'm hoping it continues, or else I'm out of the job.
Yeah.
You're gonna be working at the grocery store. I know. Yeah. No, well, I think it's still out there. It's because it's become popular within the past few years, especially because of Jeff, because of Taylor, because of Darcy Lynn, because Terry Fader, all those people. I mean, they're out there and they have the presence.
Right.
So I think it's out there. we're very fortunate because people are willing to see a ventriloquist now, whereas years ago they weren't as much, you know.
Right.
But so I'm hoping, and here's the thing, you know, like a lot of the shows that I had booked, they were canceled. Well, I don't want to say canceled, but a lot of them were rescheduled for next year. So, you know, whatever I lost these past 6 months or whatever it's been, or whatever it'll be, you know, they're all gonna be busy next year, and your family's not gonna want you at home anyway. Yeah, so too many rules. So
cool.
Yeah. So hopefully, I'm hoping. Yeah.
And for future
Well,
ventriloquists.
I gotta get a real job. I gotta get a real job. Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe I could be.
What would your real job be, Chloe?
What would my real job? I'm gonna be a TikTok star.
There you go.
TikTok, you could try. Yeah. I want to be a YouTube host.
TikTok star / YouTube host. I love it.
You do TikTok?
I do. I'm on there. I don't dance. I just do puppets on there. I can't dance to save my life. No, I don't dance.
Do that.
That's like the Charlie Brown dance. That's funny.
I don't know. Look what I gotta work with.
Oh man.
Yes.
So okay. So Chloe. Chloe, ask Lynn what she hopes to see from future ventriloquists.
Did you get that? Yeah. Okay. Because I don't want to repeat what he just said. What do you see for future ventriloquists? What other here? What do I see? You know, that's why it's always the convention's always great, and because you get a lot of kids, and because Darcy's so popular, and because people know who Jeff is, and it's been drawing a lot of kids. We need that younger generation of you know, of kids to come up, and you know, there's a lot of talent out there. There's a lot of talent. Yeah. So when you get old and retire, there's people like Landon that can take your job. Yeah. So, not yet.
Don't worry. I've still got a lot of work to do. But Lynn Trefzger and Chloe, thank you guys so much for joining me on Landon Live and for sharing your story. And
so much fun. Yeah. It's been fun. Can I go to bed now? Now I'm asking to go to bed. No, it's been fun. So sorry about the whole little.
Oh, no worries. No worries.
Yeah. Your audience. What? So thank you, Landon.
Thank you, Chloe. Thank you, Len. You guys take care. And thank you guys for tuning into Landon Live. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.